All right, so it is time for my first hit. It's very simple how this segment works. We bring in some of the biggest names in South African music. We take it to where it all began. Musically, of course. So what was your first hit? That's the real question. And what was happening around your life then? And how did that song absolutely transform your life? Today, we are joined by a household name in South African music, in South African pop culture, and pretty much any other space that you can think of, because she really is an octopus as far as having tentacles everywhere. She's a DJ, she makes music, she makes garments, she makes fashion, she makes everything you can think of, and she certainly makes your world go round. Her name is DJ Zinhle. Good morning.
Morning. Is it still morning? We've been up for so long.
It is. I can't say good midday, good brunch.
It's morning. It's morning. I agree with you. How are you, Mo?
I'm very well, and how are you?
Good. I'm fine.
Oh, thank you so much for coming onto the show finally.
Yeah, I've been ignoring you.
I'm glad you realized that.
I did. I can't ignore you guys. Like, I can't ignore the new school guys. Like,
no, okay,
but, like the people that I know, that are my people. Like,
yeah.
I schedule things in my head.
So let's explain that. Why were you blue ticking me, Zinhle?
I didn't blue tick you.
Oh,
I just had to. I do so much stuff that I had to I have to schedule things in my head. Like,
yeah.
And I knew that I had to bank this interview for now.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. So it was more about timing. Yeah, because even when we were at that Disofeng gig a couple of weeks ago, right? Yes, I'm like, Zinhle, the interview. And you're like, what interview? I'm like, oh, no, she didn't. I'm like, oh, no, she didn't.
I was frying you. I knew exactly what you were talking about. I mean, I was able to text you today. Like, I saw your message. So, not Mo, blue tick by me. Hi, this is Mo. I think there's a part where you even called me darling. I said, oh, no.
He was like, what can I do?
You know what I mean? I had to. So, Zinhle, you're not traveling alone today, and we're going to get to the crux of that. But let's actually bring her in now. We're joined by singer-songwriter. Her name is Cece. Good morning.
My name is, hello.
Are you well? You look absolutely divine. Sorry, Zinhle, I'm not saying you don't.
You've been on this.
But when Cece walked into the studio, I was like, why are you fighting?
Huh? Like I said, Mo, if you are hanging around Zinhle, you cannot afford not to fight.
No, definitely. Oh, so it's just like the levels thing.
Yeah, you have to step up to the level of a legendary DJ.
Yeah, you got to know the league. But
yeah.
you're well versed in the industry and entertainment. Yeah. You know how to play it, you know the vibe and everything. So you guys have a song together, which we'll talk about earlier. But now that you're here, Cece, I'm actually going to make you a part of this conversation.
Yeah.
You are also going to help me interview Zinhle.
Yes.
I've just decided that right now. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
Okay, just for the hell of it, right?
All right.
I know I'm completely throwing off my camera crew in the studio.
Like, what's going on?
Why do you guys have so many cameras in here?
Set up. No, this is the Champions League, Zinhle.
Clearly. Did you guys just move into this building?
We've just moved into the building. We were just down the road opposite Taboo.
You know how I know you just moved? The toilets. And they smell like airport toilets. You know, and the toilets are so sanitized.
Yes.
Like so clean.
Yeah.
And I can assure everyone who's works here that the toilets work fine.
Ah, beautiful.
Hear
it from Zinhle. No, listen, we were like, we're tired of the noise from Taboo and, Monarch and all those places there. We're going to move to a more...
This place is stunning.
We're next door to the IDC. So you must understand. You understand? We are...
It's beautiful.
Anyway, okay, cool. So that's what we're doing. Zinhle, you've put music out before, even before the song, but in many people's opinion, this song was your first hit.
Her Majesty, the Queen, Royal Highness, hard rock. Her Majesty, the Queen is in the booth. Come to the dance floor. My name is...
Why am I the one getting goosebumps here?
Well, I'm not, because I played the song all the time. I played the song for the last 11 years. Every single time.
That was the song with the iconic Busiswa.
Insane.
Now, the interesting thing is that at this point, you'd already started your career.
Yeah.
People knew that there is a DJ Zinhle, that she's a DJ, and that she kicks ass. Also, your association with Oskiro was already established. But what else was happening when this song came out?
What else was happening when this song... I I was running the DJ school.
Yes, your in Melville, right?
Yeah. We had moved to Newtown when this song came out, I remember, because I remember us playing the song with Miss Prue. I was working with Miss Prue a lot at the time. Yeah, I don't know, man. It was just a different time. Like, I had been DJing for a little bit.
Sure.
I had Pepe before, but it was nothing like what my name is, became.
And why is that?
And because it was just the right time. My producer produced the song. I went to studio to work on a different song. My producer said, yo, there's this bit that I need to play for you.
Wow.
And he played it for me. But he said, nah, but go behind the mic and say, Zinhle. Like the voices that say Zinhle, it's my producer and I.
Is that you?
Yeah.
And my producer.
Yeah. So the other voices that are not Busisa, like the backing vocals
My
on the
name
end.
is.
Yeah, my name is. That's me. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yo, what do you mean? This is Kalawa Jazz View. You had to be behind the microphone. Do you remember that song, Leo Skinit? Wajava Gaga.
Yeah.
Usubo. You remember that voice? Usubo, that was me.
You lie.
I'm telling you, in Kalawa, we had to do everything.
Wow.
So my producer had worked on this beat. We were confident before we even put Pubuzo on.
Yeah.
We thought this was moving. You know, my name is Gupuzu. And the thing is, there's a guy, man, in Durban. I can't remember his name. He passed away. We used to produce for Tira. And he had done a song that sang Zinhle. So my producer was like, okay, let's do our own version.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And then we were excited, took the songs to Oskido. Oskido said, no, there's a girl that I met at a show. Let me fly her in. She's in Durban. She's going to kill the song.
Wow.
My producer came in. I wasn't even there. Did the whole thing. And then when I came back to studio, the song was done.
And you hadn't met Busiso at that stage ever?
No.
Because she comes onto the song like you guys are soulmates.
She was just that brilliant.
Yeah.
Synergy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was that brilliant. I think she just got the idea because Oskido was like, I need you to introduce this girl and say this girl has arrived.
Yeah.
Like, it's her time.
Yeah.
Sure.
So would you
Crazy.
say that's the song that cemented you in the music industry?
Yeah, I think so, definitely.
What did it show
Even
you? What did it teach you?
Just the confidence to
Yeah.
stand behind something so big, you know? I remember going to shows and people would, because also when the song became big, Busa and I were not sure what was going on because we had never had a hit before. So
right.
we didn't know how to like maneuver a hit. And like now I'm like, very well.
I know this.
I always get you.
You got a team, baby.
No, I'm the team.
She's like, now I am the team.
I love it.
Wait,
Yeah. Yeah.
So at the time, even Twitter was picking up. So people were just tweeting about the song.
Yeah.
And then we did the music video. But we were just like working. We didn't know the song was big. And then we went to Durban. And every taxi was playing the song.
And you know when a song is played by taxis,
You must
Then
know
we
it's
knew.
a
you
smash.
know,
we were
taxis are
inside.
the biggest mover of any drug,
We couldn't
least of all
believe
music.
it. Exactly. We could not believe it. And then when we went to shows to perform, we were just so excited to see how people were reacting. We couldn't believe it. Like, I mean,
Wow.
I guess you never get used to that because even
Sure.
with Lilo, I just could not believe.
Did you start charging more at gigs because of that song?
But you know, I'd always been charging a lot.
No, I know you
Like,
charge, but
I've always been from day one. Like, let me tell you, I checked a few rates now. I'm like, these big artists are charging what I used to charge in 2004 when I started. That is crazy. I'm not saying
Recognize.
I'm
She's not
just saying,
flexing.
like,
She's just...
the game was different then.
Huh.
The game was different then.
So what's changed in the game since you mentioned that?
I don't know.
I think it's more like mass production.
What do you mean by that?
There's like so many other people that are willing to take something for way less.
I see.
Yeah.
So
So there's so many other DJs that are
Yeah.
upcoming, that are young, that are...
Yeah.
I'll take 5K, it's fine as long as... You know what I mean? Because as a DJ, you don't need to own a song. You just have to play the song. And it's about the vibe.
how do you feel about that? Sorry, sis. How do you feel about that, Zinhle? She's saying as a DJ, you don't have to have a hit song to be big. And you, at some stage, didn't have a hit, but people knew who you were.
Right?
Yeah.
But my growth was very gradual. Like,
Yeah.
I was a club DJ more than, like, people knew me. Like, if anyone bumped into me and knew who I was,
Yeah.
it would be a dad who's like rolling with the kids saying, you don't know who this is? And the kids are like, no, we don't know who this is, dad. And then they'll remember, oh, we saw this lady at the club.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
That's who I was as a club DJ, a deep
Yeah.
house DJ.
Sure.
But I think what introduced me to like a bigger market was Jigama Jiga and songs.
Yes.
So I think at
Yes.
some level, like you do need a big song.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
even though you might not necessarily need it,
But it does-
to get to a different
yeah.
level, you
Changes
do
the
need
game,
it. Yeah,
right?
it does. It does.
All right, DJ Zinhle is hanging out with me on my first hit, and she's brought her good friend Cece because they have a song together, and Cece has decided to help me run this conversation, which is brilliant. I love it. You're doing well, girl.
Thank you, ma'am.
DJ Zinhle joins me on my first hit. She's not rolling solo. She's got her good friend Cece. They've got a brand new song together. We'll play that song in just a moment. I've also asked Cece to chip in on this interview. I don't even like calling it an interview because we're just having a conversation.
Chats, yeah.
But you must also just think of your voice because you're going to need it shortly.
Yeah.
No?
Yes.
I'm just putting it out there.
Yes, yes,
Zinhle, when you look at your career and how it started as a DJ, right? Mm-hmm. What's the difference between how things worked then to how they work now when a DJ's career begins? And what do you think is great and what do you think is not good about what's happening now versus then?
Wow, what a difficult question. I think before you had to really fight to get your position in the industry. Like we had to hustle. We had to, because there was on social media to maybe fast track things. So I feel like we had to invest a lot in our craft. And I'm not saying people are not investing right now, but I'm just saying in terms of time, in terms of just like the skill itself. Now there's great DJs, but like in terms of just like that, we were obsessed with the skill. Like you remember we used to go to shows in Soweto,
Yes.
and we would have people standing there to say, yeah, again.
Yes, is this person mixing or are they just playing a
and
mix?
now I'm mixing.